Hey, what's up everybody? It's Luke from JechMate here to start up a new Steam series. We've done the cheap games, we've done the new games, and now it's time to start up the series where we look at those games that are $0. Now, there's already a ton of these Steam lists out there, so what's going to be different about mine? Well, throughout the whole series, we're going to look through 60 of the best Steam games that are free from March 2018 and all the years before, and I promise you they won't all be MOBAs and first-person shooters. There'll be at least a couple other games of different genres. Today we're just looking at the top 5 though, so let's get started. To kick off our list at number 5 is Path of Exile. Created by hardcore gamers, Path of Exile is an online action RPG set in a dark fantasy world. Speaking of hardcore gaming, I haven't played this game yet, but I've watched some Let's Plays and tutorials of it and have been blown away by the complexity and depth of the game. So much so that it's actually scared me from playing the game itself. The top reviewer has over 2,500 hours on the game and says that they're still learning new things. The beginner tutorial video I watched from a YouTuber was 45 minutes long, and I walked away from that video more and more bumfuzzled than before. People have compared this game to the like of an action RPG Diablo, and if you have previously liked those types of games, then you should definitely be jumping onto this one as it's free. If you are someone with an immense amount of time and have an incredible determination to look through tutorials, watch plenty of YouTube, and are willing to learn through trial and error, then go for it. You can play this game for years and years to come. Others are already doing so, as this game has the 11th higher player base in free games and over 66 hours of average playtime. Considering how many people have probably played this game for 30 minutes and given up, 66 hours is a lot of average playtime. Number 4 on our list is the game Unturned. In Unturned, you're a survivor in the zombie-infested ruins of society and must work with your friends and forge alliances to remain among the living. I haven't gotten to playing this game yet, but from an outside perspective, it looks like a Lego Rust mixed with The Walking Dead. Perhaps a better comparison would be the survival game DayZ, but no one really likes that game anymore anyways. There's a chance you haven't heard of this game, which is actually quite surprising because it has the 5th highest player base out of all free games on Steam. The reason I haven't jumped into it is because it looks a little too kid-friendly and the negative reviews agree. Apparently the community is ruined by bad admins and trolls, as a lot of the community is younger. I love youth, and heck, I even work with them. However though, immaturity can ruin video game communities and children are more prone to it, but even adults who act super immature can ruin games for everyone else. However, if you don't mind a little more immature community, then this is one of the best free-to-play survival games out there based on its stats. At number 3, we have Warframe coming in. Warframe has been compared to a free version of Destiny. Now, I've only played a minimal amount of time for both of those games, so I really can't speak to the differences. However, I can say that I had a blast playing Warframe for the little time I did, and I wish I had more time to invest in it. If I wasn't married and didn't have a full-time job, then this would probably be my free game pick that I would pour the most time into. The action mechanics of being a shooter with some ninja elements and some hack and slash mode is really enjoyable to me. The problem that people have with this game who give it a negative review either say it's because of bugs or the endless grind with no endgame. There's no overall goal or purpose to keep you going except for your own desire to look cooler and be stronger than the rest. You can spend countless hours on this game, but apparently it also eventually leaves you feeling why? Why do I keep playing? There's apparently many others though that do have good reasons to keep playing it, as it has the 4th biggest player base. At number 2 is Dota 2. Hey, look at that, double twos, this is a 2-2. Dota 2 is pretty much on everyone's free game best list, and here's why. It is the 15th best rated free game on Steam, but also hits number 1 for every category that has to do with total amount of players. It's weird for me to talk about it because if you know me from my early days of YouTube, I used to be a heavy MOBA player within the realm of League of Legends. I can't speak too heavily into the differences of these games because I've only played Dota a couple times, but generally for MOBAs, I would recommend you only play them if you're super competitive, love learning and developing strategies, and you have lots of time to pour into them. If you don't, I would recommend staying away from MOBAs, including Dota 2, or at least playing a more casual one like Heroes of the Storm. And at number 1, drumroll please, Team Fortress 2. TF2 is one of the most famous first-person shooter games of all time. It has been out since 2007 and has had a dominant player base since its release due to the fact that it's free, but it's also a really well-made game. TF2 has 93% positive ratings out of 500,000 on Steam, which is insane. I've dabbled in the game a little bit myself, and it reminded me of my time playing Paladins, which is ironic because it really should be the other way around. However, I came into PC gaming a little bit late into the game and I tried Paladins first, but really TF2 is way more original. There's 9 classes that you can pick from, you can do upgrades and character customization, and there's 5 core game modes with alternate ones to choose from. How did it rise its way to the top in the algorithm? Well, it's the 7th best free rated game out there and the 2nd most being played. It's also still even today the 2nd most played currently. Based on its popularity and rating, it's hard to argue against it being number 1 on the list. But you can always try. Well, that's it for this list, but if you want to talk more Steam games, then join the Discord community. It's going to be in the comments in the description below, where we can talk more Steam games all the time. There's only a couple of us so far, but if you join, you're going to get that OG sticker, the original 100 to join the Discord, and you'll be one of the core members. And we'll just have lots of fun, talk about Steam games, hang out, get to know one another. It'll be a blast, hopefully, if you guys make it a blast. So come on in, and I'll see you guys there.